I have an update. Guess what? I got my house approved. Yes, it has been a hell of a journey, but I got the news when I got back from holidays that my DA was not only approved, but without any conditions. So exactly what I asked for, I got. So I can't begin to tell you how exciting that was. There was a few champagne corks being popped, I have to fess up. So this is it, they've given me consent. And this is sort of, the process so far. So it's taken me about a year to really figure out how I wanted the house to be and really look at the windows and the air and the light flow and all that. And once I decided that, I was really struggling with trying to get the maximum roof height. So I have been through a bitty clunky process with architects, and I had to sort of switch over to another guy halfway through to really work on getting the maximum, working within the maximum roof height that was allowed by council in the area, but trying to get as much as I could, because I'm doing a lovely sort of exposed, exposed beams, open vaulted ceiling in the main part of the upstairs living area. And so trying to get that under the maximum roof height was pretty challenging. So yes, I swapped architects. So once I got that right, and I approached the DA process, I really thought it was beneficial in getting a town planner involved. And I'd worked with this guy, Stefan Kerr, a couple of times when I was living in Tamarama, and he was fantastic. And I think the reason I got the DA through so quickly is because A, he crafted the DA really understanding what was allowed within the envelope, and we really tried to work within that, so I wasn't really asking for too much. The other thing was, he said, go and talk to your neighbours. So I did. I went door knocking with the plans and really showed them and said, this is an inclusive process. I want you to see what I'm going to do, so there's no surprises. If you're uncomfortable or if you have any feedback, love to know it. And I got some really great responses from that. So I made a bit of a file note for council and said, met with so-and-so, these were their comments, and I had a whole spreadsheet of that. So I think with working within the guidelines of the area and the envelope for the house, getting the neighbours on board, the thing went through council in just over 6 weeks. It usually takes 3 or 4 months. So I'm pretty bloody happy about that. So anyway, so here we are. The next step, of course, is, getting the construction certificate done, which means a whole lot of other experts have got to come in, like the structural engineer and all the things that you need to basically start the building process. So I'm about to learn all about that. I woke up last night thinking, shit, this means that we're going to be hopefully demolishing in a couple of months, which means I have to move out, find a place to live. They're going to pack up all my shit. I've already got stuff in storage from when I moved out of the other house. So I've got even more storage that I need to think about, getting quotes for removalists and even that side of stuff. So I was like, okay, put that on the to-do list. And then the other thing, I looked around the house, and this place was done about 8 years ago. It had a bit of a minor renovation, but the kitchen essentially is in really good nick. So I'm going to look in to see if I can sell it. I don't expect to get much money, but I'd rather, sell it to someone or have someone take it away that can utilize it rather than just demolish it and chuck it out, because it's actually a pretty decent kitchen. It's just not my style and it doesn't fit what I want to do. And there's other things, so I'm gonna look into that and see if that's possible. So yeah, I've got a bit of a to-do list, but the exciting thing is my little house that's been drawn here is going to become a reality.